My point is what the INDI alliance partners are trying to achieve is a politics of convenience. Now, convenience in the absence of conviction will lead to the
politics of conviction.
Let us say, whether it's the Congress or another person. So, Abbas, that's your point of view. Let's not over talk over each other. I've not interrupted you. I'm sure this lovely debate can continue in that format. So let's come to this point. The politics of convenience is what they will identify one candidate among 4 parties that decide we want to contest. Mr. Goswami, you've covered elections for long. I've been around for a long time, 20 plus years in the BJP. To see in politics, it's not so easy. So if the Congress stands up, what about the other candidates who are the aspirants? So I'm trying to just make a case here. Mathematics on paper does not translate into electoral mathematics, because electoral mathematics and outcomes also include chemistry. And to underestimate the power of the people of India, to be able to see between an opportunistic alliance of convenience, not conviction, without a track record, in front of a track record and leadership of Prime Minister Modi and his government, is a tall order. So I'll hold my horses. I will not celebrate if I'm in the India alliance's place, because I think this is a paper alliance with an attempt to create an alliance.
Now, before I go to Tausif, I want to just add a bit of my understanding of the situation historically. You see, Tausif, India has not seen a national pre-poll alliance for a long, long time. The last time you had a really strong pre-poll alliance was under VP Singh. And at that point of time, VP Singh led an anti-Congress vote in the backdrop of Bofors. This alliance is based on one fundamental premise, that there is an anti-BJP feeling in the country. All I've seen in the results is a very strong pro-BJP feeling, a pro-Modi feeling in the country in terms of results. That's point number 1. My second point, Tausif, and you think about it. If after all of this, all these efforts, all these sacrifices, after Congress becoming a regional party fighting less than 200, after all of these adjustments, all you people who hate each other come together, gnash your teeth and say, never mind, we hate each other, but we hate the BJP more. If after all of this you still lose, if after all of this you still lose, and on the 20th of May, the results show a tsunami for the BJP, my prediction was then the BJP becomes perceptually and in reality extremely strong. Probably the strongest party in terms of popularity since 1947. What will you do then? If after all of this you guys still lose badly, are you thinking of the consequences then? What will happen? What will happen, Tausif?
In VP Singh's era, the presence of social media and the mainstream media was not as strong as it is now. And, you know, for good or for bad, the news really trickled down with to the people in the form of print media mainly, and word of mouth, campaigning. But now we all know how lethal social media becomes, and it is admitted by the past BJP president, Mr. Amit Shah, that he can make any news, good, bad, fake, original news, he can get it viral, because BJP has that kind of WhatsApp group available and that kind of social media present. So we really cannot compare VP Singh's era with the current Modi era. Now, second thing you said that, according to you, that there's a strong pro-Modi feeling, but that is mainly because of the creation of media and the way BJP successfully runs its propagandas and online campaigns. Because if you really go and talk to people, like I do, mostly, when you're traveling, if you take public transport, or if you go to court, or if you go in a daily life, you talk to people, they will criticize the government's policies. They will say that country, there's a huge debt on country. IMF's advisory and warning is there. there's so much more that the government, especially Mr. Modi, with such a huge mandate, could have done, which he has failed drastically, and that there is a need of change in 2024. I mean, 10 years people of the country has given to Mr. Modi, and 10 years is a huge time. So, after 10 years, there has to be some change. So, and even if you look at the history, the 10 years is like the ideal time.
No.
More
See,
often
my
than
question
not,
was different.
the regime.
My
there has
question was
been a
different.
regime change.
My question was different. My question was different.
After two
my question was different.
Any front.
My
there has been a
one
change.
minute. My question was entirely different. No. My question was a political question, not an ideological question. And what was my question? I'll take it to Subrashta, let her sharpen it, and then throw it back at you. My question was, we are going into an election which is one of the most significant in the country's history. And we are having a grand national coalition come together. My question is, if after all this pre-poll understanding, coalition, compromise, if they still lose and lose badly and lose worse than in 2019, suppose the BJP gets close to 350 seats. What is the impact of that kind of a result? I think the BJP will come out extremely strong, unassailable. It will have an impact in the states, in both houses of parliament. It will have a huge impact nationally. And the BJP will steamroll its economic development and cultural agenda. It is a reality. Now you got to brace yourself for it. That's what I'm saying.
No,
possible. It is possible only with some kind of technological handiwork, not otherwise.
What technological? It's if they win an election. Yeah. Okay. Subrashta.
Pankaj, what is the basis of an argument like that? That it cannot happen because hasn't India sprung enough surprises in elections? Arnab, please correct me if I'm wrong, but it was this very same media which continued to say that Chhattisgarh will never go out of Congress's hands. It was the very same media which said that Shivrajji's era is over, that BJP can never come back to Madhya Pradesh this elections. It was this very media which went on to say so many things about the elections that just happened. But look at how BJP performed in these, in these states. So I really do not understand the confidence of the opposition. Well, as I said, on paper, the INDI alliance looks fantastic. But when it comes to chemistry, when it comes to the kind of issues the BJP has been raising, when it comes to the popularity of the Prime Minister, when it comes to the way in which the strategic minds of the Prime Minister works, where is the INDI alliance? Do we see it standing anywhere? We may wax eloquent and talk about rhetoric after rhetoric, and that's fine. It may have a space in democracy. But are you only jostling for that kind of space, or are you also looking at seats? Are you also looking at positions in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha?
And the other part is,